Hi, good morning. This is Renugadevi. I am working as an assistant professor in Dr. S.N.S. Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. I belong to Business Administration Department. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about the indirect tax. Okay, so indirect tax is nothing but we have to make the taxation on an individual or entity which is ultimately paid for by another person. So actually this particular tax will be collected the will then remit to the government. So any one of the intermediary, they are going to collect the tax from the consumer, then it is remitted to the government. That is called the indirect tax. So previous video we discussed the direct tax. So direct tax is nothing but the tax amount will be paid to the government based on their individual person's income or business entities profit. We are paying the based on their income only, they are paying the tax to the government directly. Now we have to discuss the indirect tax. So this tax will be collected by the some intermediary. Okay, so intermediary is nothing but any of the manufacturer, wholesaler or the retailer, they are collect the tax from the consumer and then remitted to the government indirectly. That's why it is called the indirect tax. And also it is commonly used and imposed by the government to generate revenue. Okay, so for the purpose they are generating the revenue. Then essentially any taxes or fees imposed by the government at the manufacturing or production level, it's also called as a indirect tax. So at the point of manufacturing or the production level. Okay, then what do you call indirect tax? So these are collected by the intermediary, these tax. For example, any business people, they have to collect the tax from the consumer who bear the ultimate tax burden. Okay, example, we can say like that, GST, goods and service tax, excise duty and customs duty. Then what are the types involved in the indirect tax? So under the types we are having a three important types. Okay, and then remaining we will discuss one by one later. So first, GST, goods and service tax. Actually this is a comprehensive tax on the supply of goods and services, replacing the multiple indirect taxes prevalent in India, such as VAT, service tax and excise duty. Next type of taxes, customs duty. So under this duty, it's levied on goods imported or exported from a country to regulate international trade and protect domestic industries. Okay, so this is called customs duty. It's nothing but the tax levied on either import or exporting the goods from the outside country. The next we move to excise duty. This is also one of the indirect tax. Actually this tax is imposed on the production or manufacturing of specific goods within our country. Okay, that is a domestic product which though those who are going to manufacture. Okay, so that particular tax is replaced by GST for most products in the India. Okay, next type of taxes, value added tax. So a multi-stage tax applied at each stage of production or distribution. Now it is summed into the GST in India. So under the value added tax, each and every stage, so that either the manufacturer or the retailer or the consumer, they have to pay the multiple stage of taxes. Okay. The next we move to stamp duty. Actually, this tax on legal documents related to property transaction. So, under the dealing of property. So, at the time, or any business agreement and other official records, these only we have to collect the stamp duty. Then, entertainment tax. So, that's a tax levied on entertainment services like movie ticket, amusement park, and some event will be conducted by the conducted for the some event. Okay, so mostly included under GST. Now all entertainment taxes is all coming under the GST. Next, central sales tax. The taxes on interstate sales are largely replaced by GST in India. And next, service tax. It is applied only for the services provided. That this also will be subsumed under the GST. Next, we move to the what are the benefits under the indirect tax. It ensures consistent and substantial revenue, then ease of collection and transparency, and promotes fair trade. These are the some important benefits.